A new study published Monday in JAMA Internal Medicine revealed blood pressure readings may not be accurate unless a person's arm is positioned correctly. Really important. A comparison of blood pressure readings taken while people held their arms in 3 different positions showed certain positions could lead to a significant increase in systolic pressure, which is the upper number in a blood pressure reading. Here to talk more about that study and what you should know the next time you check your blood pressure is 9 News health expert Dr. Payal. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies.
Yeah, thanks for joining us this morning. Okay, so we want to talk about that top and bottom number on the blood pressure. What do those mean and what's considered normal?
So blood pressure is the pressure inside the arteries, and that top number is the number when the heart squeezes, and the bottom number is the number when the heart relaxes, so the number between the beats, basically. And over 1 billion people worldwide have high blood pressure, half the adults in the United States. So hypertension or high blood pressure is one of the most important things that we ought to be checking on ourselves every single day. And a lot of people think that 120 over 80 is normal.
Right.
In fact, that is elevated or pre-hypertension.
Oh, wow.
So you want that top number to be well below 120, like 100s, 110s, and that bottom number to be well below 80.
Okay.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So what did the study find out about arm position?
This was really fascinating because even as a cardiologist, I think sometimes in my office we take for granted what people are doing with their arms when we check their blood pressure. But the study took the same adults and put their arms in 3 different positions. So one was kind of rested on a table at heart level.
Okay.
One was in their lap, and one was just hanging by their side. And you can imagine if your arm is in your lap or hanging by your side, you actually have more blood flowing into your arm because of gravity, right? And so if it was sitting in your lap, your blood pressure, the top number was about 4 points higher than when it was resting on a table. And if it was hanging by your side, it was 6.5 points higher.
Wow.
And even the bottom number came out higher. So it really makes us wonder if we're over-diagnosing high blood pressure, because oftentimes when people come in with their blood pressure diaries, they've got their arm in their lap or they've got their arm hanging by their side when they check it. So arm position is so important.
That is wild. Okay, talk about some of the other things we can do wrong when we're getting our blood pressure.
I see this every single day. So people walk in, we put them down, they're talking
I know what you're
to
going to
me,
say.
right? Talk, 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 talk. You can't be talking because blood pressure is a dynamic thing. It changes from second to second. So if you're talking, your blood pressure is actually a little higher than when you're sitting quietly. Okay, what do we do with our legs?
I was just going to say, uncross the legs too,
That's
right?
right, and feet flat on the ground, because if you've got your legs crossed, you've increased the resistance that the heart is pushing against and cross. Our back, we're holding our back up straight. That's going to raise our blood pressure as opposed to having our back supported.
Wow.
And you can't be chewing gum. You can't be, having your arm, like we said, dangling by your side. You can't be holding anything in your hand, like people hold their cell phone when you're checking their blood pressure. Not okay. And you can't also be helping the person taking your blood pressure by holding your arm up for them, which I see a lot of times. So you have to make sure that that's completely rested.
We're learning a lot today, Dr. Kohli.
This is wild. Okay, Dr. Kohli, just run through everything one more time. What exactly are you supposed to do?
Okay, so no caffeine and nothing stimulating, at least for 30 minutes, like exercise or anything like that. You come and you sit quietly for up to 5 minutes, but at least for 2 minutes. TV's off, feet flat on the ground, back is supported. You put your arm on the dining table or on some kind of a desk, and you check your blood pressure twice in the same arm. If you have a difference of more than 5 points, then you check it in the other arm as well.
Okay.
And I want every single one of us, even you guys, even though you're young, to buy a blood pressure cuff and start checking, because this really is America's silent killer. And we're starting to have higher blood pressure earlier in life because of all the sodium in our food and all those types of things. So keeping an eye on it, one of the best ways to know what our heart is doing.
All right, Dr. Kohli, thank you so much.